Mr. Nash.
You're not going to school without your sweater.
Could I interest you in our new yogurt?
Trevor, you come back
Mrs.
here.
Nash, it's delicious and nutritious, and it also contains...
Gonna be late again. I haven't even left the school and I'm tired already.
Honey, I've got an early meeting this morning. Could you hurry up a little bit? Bye, honey. All right, Fruits, let's move out.
No. I'm not going to school. Zachary can't go. Me neither. Zachary's our best friend. Aren't you, Zach?
Well, your best friend will be waiting right here when you get back from kindergarten. And don't keep your father waiting. Hurry up. Off you go.
Mrs. Nash, could I tell you about our new product?
Mr. Hastings, well, certainly. Come on in. Trevor, Tracy, you forgot your lunches. Come on.
It's not only nutritious and delicious, but it also...
What were you saying, Mr. Hastings?
Delicious and nutritious. And it has minerals and vitamins, too.
Oh, how nice.
A jar of this will only...
Mom, don't forget to feed Zachary. He likes flies.
Flies? Oh.
Mr. Hastings, you have a house full of kids. Is your place like this every morning?
Oh, no. Matter of fact, it's kind of quiet. I leave at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
While they're still asleep. Well, if your company ever has a job opening, will you let me know?
Oh, sure. Well, Mrs. Nash, how many jars shall I put you down for?
Jars of what?
Mrs. Nash, may I tell you about our new product? Not only is it delicious and nutritious, but it has minerals and vitamins, too. A jar of this will only serve to improve the health of your whole family.
Having trouble?
Gotta write a composition for class. What do I want to be when I'm growing up?
How about rich?
Big help.
Well, there must be something you'd like to be when you grow up. There better be.
I'm kicking around being an atomic scientist or a baseball player.
That is a tough decision. How about being a college professor like your father?
Do they make as much money as ball players?
Well, I did hear of one professor who made almost as much as a shortstop.
Why can't I be a president?
A president of what?
Of the United States. If it's okay with you, Mom.
Well, I have no real objections to moving into the White House. Oh, providing I can redecorate the East Wing and do something about that front door.
All right, honey.
Congratulations. Your son has just decided to become President of the United States.
Nothing like starting at the top.
Boy, wouldn't it be fun to be president? Get to watch the parades, and have your picture in the paper, and even meet astronauts.
Well, I got news for you. There's a lot more to being president than parades and astronauts. The man in the big chair has got to be responsible for 180 million people.
That's a mob.
You know it.
How does a guy get started in the president business? Trevor!
Well, you could start on a small scale, say like president of your class. Or
you could start practicing on an even smaller scale.
How?
Well, you could start by making yourself responsible for just 2 people. Say the twins.
Tracy and Trevor?
Sure. You could get them ready for school tomorrow morning.
Thanks, Mom. That's a cinch.
Well, just preparing him for high office.
Honey, why didn't you wake me?
I did, 6 times.
Well, I'm due in class in exactly 15 minutes. Hey, where are the little guys?
They're all ready to go.
I suppose when you say they're ready, you mean that Trace can't find his sweater, Trev has only one shoe, and they both misplaced their lunches.
What's keeping you, Dad? We're gonna be late.
Hey, shoes, sweaters, lunches. I can't believe it.
I told you they were ready.
But what'd you do? What happened?
Don't look at me. Joel gets all the credit.
That proves I'm getting to be responsible, doesn't it, Dad?
Son, you were our shoe-in for the White House.
In fact, we're going to give you a promotion. From now on, you can have the assignment every morning.
Thanks, Mom. Joey's reminding me to take my crayons. He even cut some flies for Zachary's lunch. Anybody could do it. Dad, it's getting late.
Okay. I'll get some breakfast in town. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, kids.
Race you to the car.
Son, you have the stuff that leaders are made of, right, Mom?
Right.
Coming, Kyle?
Bye-bye, dear.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
Your warrior's back from the jungle. Scar here, a fang mark there, but otherwise intact.
I'm a little battle-weary myself. The checkbook.
Oh.
We've got to change banks. Their figures never agree with mine.
These yours over here?
Mm-hmm.
9 and 7 are 18. 4 times 9 is 35.
Nines are hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
Whose side are you on, mine or the bank's?
Hey, Mom, we were digging a big, deep hole in the backyard, and guess what we found?
Chiang Kai-shek.
Nope, a tiger bone. It is not. It's an elephant bone. It is not, is it, Mom?
Well, it could be an elephant bone, or it could be a tiger bone. But when Lada Dog buried it, it was a soup bone. How about you guys getting cleaned up?
Hey, look alive, man. Your mom told you to do something.
Okay, in a minute. Trace, Trev, you're disappointing me. We don't want to disappoint you, Joel. You heard what Mom said. Will you help us clean up? Sure, let's go. On the double.
Honey, I think you've hit on something really big.
Oh, Kyle, if you'd like some brownies, they're on the counter.
Thanks, but I don't want any.
Don't want any brownies? Was that our Kyle who said that?
It looked like him.
Well, it certainly didn't sound like him. When he turns down brownies, it means only one thing. He doesn't seem to have a fever.
I tell you, I'm all right. I'm just not hungry.
Well, why aren't you hungry?
Because I'm not.
All right, Kyle. Now, we know something's bothering you. What is it?
Kyle?
I'm older than he is.
Olden, who is? What are you talking about?
Him. Why should he get all the responsibility? Because I'm practicing to be president. That's why. Well, I've got a right to be president, too. You couldn't even get nominated. That shows what you know.
All right, fellas, knock it off. Now, come here. Look, here's the thought. This country has had 2 Adamses in the White House, right? And 2 Harrisons and 2 Roosevelts.
And 2 Johnsons.
2 Johnsons? Right. 2 Johnsons. So how would you like it if one day there'd be 2 Nashes?
It's okay with me. Who'd be first?
Well, we'll decide that when the time comes. Honey, go get the twins and we'll tell them about it.
Okay. a minute.
What do you want, Mom?
Your dad has some kind of an idea. What is it, darling?
Fellas, how would you like it if Joel helped one of you get dressed in the morning and Kyle the other?
Hey, that does sound like a good idea, doesn't it?
I'd like that. Wouldn't you? Sure.
Okay, you've got yourself a deal.
I'll pick Trevor. Why should you have Trevor? Okay, I'll pick Tracy. I ought to get first choice. I want Kyle. So do I.
Hold it, men. Look, we'll decide this in the grand old American tradition. Kyle and Joel, you're the captains, and whoever wins gets first pick.
I picked Tracy. Well, I picked Trev.
Honey, I think we've hit on a great idea. This may be the biggest thing that's happened to parenthood since bottled milk.
Now, if we can wrap it, freeze it, and get a snappy label, we're in business.
Right.
You're catching on pretty fast. What do you mean I'm catching on? You're getting the idea how to be responsible. Look who's talking. Besides, Mom said I was more responsible than you. She did not. She said we are exactly the same. Yeah, but she said my name first. So what? Dad said my name first. What's that supposed to prove? It proves I'm doing a better job with Trace than you are with Trev. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Well, I'll show you. And I'll show you. Now then, Trev. When it came to picking, I took you. Do you know why? I was the only one left. Wrong. I would have picked you anyway, because you got what it takes. I have? That's right. We're going to be the sharpest outfit in this man's army. Right? Right. Can I be sergeant? Sure. And if you follow orders, you can work all the way up to captain. Thanks, Kyle. General. Sir. Freeze. Where are you going? Outside to dig for buried treasure. You're not going out like that. Why not? Look at your shoes. They're a mess. But I'm just going out to dig. Yeah. Suppose somebody saw you. They'd say I wasn't responsible. I'll wipe them off after. You'll wipe them off now, and then polish them. And while you're at it, you better change those socks. What are you trying to do? Make me look bad? Hey, soldier, over here. What you want? On a double. What? Inspection time. What's this army coming to? Shoelace inside? Shirt tail out? Suppose somebody saw you. There's nobody out here except Lad, and he doesn't care. Well, I care, and I'm responsible for you. Get upstairs and clean those fingernails, and put a clean shirt on. Can I do it after a while? Listen, that kind of talk is mutiny, Corporal. I thought I was a sergeant. Your luck I didn't bust you down to private. Dismissed. File. Move! You don't polish tennis shoes. George said to polish everything. How many times you gonna change your shirt? Kyle's that one wrinkle and I'm a private. Maybe if we told Mom or Dad. Nah, they made up the game. We could try. They can't kick us out of the family. Can they? Mom, can we ask you something?
Anything, except why I got my degree in liberal arts instead of flood control.
We were wondering, how long does a guy have to stay in the Army?
I think the enlistment period's 4 years. Why?
Can he get out sooner?
Nope. Well, there is a way, but it's rather frowned upon. It's called AWOL, or going over the hill.
What's that?
Well, it's like taking off without permission, or leaving a classroom without raising your hand.
You know what he needs? Yeah, a BATH. Well, that takes care of him. Let's go down to the corner and watch him dig up the sewer. You forgot, stupid. We promised we'd look after the twins. Oh, yeah. Where are they? Hey, you guys! Trevor? They were around here a little while ago. Trace! Trevor! We have went over the hill on account of Kyle and Joe. Oh, boy, we better find those little guys before Mom and Dad get back. Wait. Oh, yeah. How long do you think we're going to have to stay here? Until we're old enough so nobody could push us around. How long will that take? Till we're 16. We should have brought more cookies. We forgot milk. We don't have to drink milk anymore. We're over the hill. We checked all up and down the block. Nobody's seen them.
Well, we can relax a little bit. Their sweaters and jackets are still in their rooms, so that means they're not on a trek to the North Pole.
I found a couple of clues myself in the kitchen. With that cargo of food they took, they'd need a freight train to get to the nearest corner.
Well, they must be around the house somewhere.
I can't understand why two happy boys would just take off like that for no reason at all.
Beats me.
Is there something you're not telling us?
All right, fellas. What is it?
I guess they had a reason.
Like what?
It was Kyle and me.
Oh?
We made them scrub it and polish themselves. And I busted Trev down from a sergeant. We were pretty tough on him. I guess they went over the hill.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
Uh-oh, I'll tell you later.
Look, let's find those little guys and tell them that the Liberty Bell just rang. And fellas, it isn't all your fault. Your mom and I have to take part of the blame for this. Now, you go run up, look in the attic, and we'll check the garage and the backyard.
Okay, Dad. Strawberry jam on salami. Pretty good. Hey, lad, get your nose out of the peanut butter.
Well, we've searched everywhere, honey. I can't imagine where they could be.
Basement?
Basement. Tracy?
Trevor!
Are you down here? Maybe they're in the coal bin.
I hope not. Lad, what are you doing? If peanut butter's here, can Trace and Trev be far behind?
Well, honey, I don't know.
Let's sit over here and think about it.
Good idea.
Hey, I wonder if they could be under the steps.
No, a lot of spiders under there.
Oh,
No. All right, Lewis and Clark, the expedition's over.
Come on, fellas, out of there. Don't you ever, do you hear me, ever pull a stunt like this again. Come here to me. Never again, do you hear?
Fellas, we have a pretty good idea of what you guys have been going through. The next time you have a problem, you come to your mom or me, okay?
We didn't think you would care.
Oh.
We didn't think we'd care. Kyle and Joe don't like us. They wouldn't care if we never came back.
That's silly. Of course they would.
Hey, Were you guys down here all along? We've been looking all over for you. Why? We thought you might want to come with us and watch them dig up the sewer. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, all right, but I want everybody back here for dinner in 1/2 hour.
Walter.
Well, off you go. Give me that. Come over here, sit down. Oh, look at all that stuff. You know, honey, I keep having the feeling that somehow this isn't the way we planned it.
Planned what?
Our whole lives. You were going to write plays, and I was going to be a renowned authority on the American theater.
And we wind up running a year-round camp for supercharged boys. Well, would you have it any other way?
No, I guess not.
Look at it this way, she said, turning to him with her honest blue eyes. What is drama and writing all about anyway? Life, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're always telling me.
What are you selling?
Well, why can't you be the world's renowned authority on drama? And why can't I write those plays? Because if there's one thing we do have in this house...
We have life.
Boy, do we have life.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Hastings.
Morning, Mr. Hastings. All right, troops, let's move out. On the double. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Briefcase.
Mr. and Mrs. Nash, you mind if I offer a suggestion how to get your family off to school easier?
Fire away.
All suggestions gratefully accepted.
Well, I have these friends, and they have 6 kids, and you know what I told them?
I'm afraid to ask.
I hit on an idea that's surefire. I said, let the old kids take care of the younger ones. How about that?
Thanks, Mr. Hastings, and keep thinking. Bye, honey.
Bye-bye.
Good idea, huh?
Mr. Hastings, as a friend and a milkman, you're a smash. But as a family counselor, you'll never make it. Coffee?
Mrs. Nash, our new yogurt really is delicious and nutritious, and it has minerals and vitamins. And just one jar would convince you how far advanced were the old Bulgarians who resorted to nature for all their illness.